test. Let's see if this is working. Let's see if it's working. I think I got volume. I do. Okay. Let me turn my music down. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Come on in. What's up? Let me get my camera right. Come on in. Come on in. How was y'all weekend? I came on yesterday. I usually don't come on Sundays, but I came on. I was led to come on, so I came on. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Welcome to 2025. Welcome to 2025. We're going to get started in just a second. Let me get everything going. Come on in. What's up? So let's go ahead and get started. So, of course, I appreciate you guys for joining. I am Coach Nye. I am a life coach, author. I teach about standing your purpose, self-love. That's pretty much what this platform is all about. Teaching you how to operate in your purpose and be the better version of yourself and self-love. By speaking to you through testimonies, my own personal experiences and things I've went through that has gotten me to where I am. Thank you for following. That has gotten me to where I am in life. So let me get my little readers on so I can make sure. Thank you, Quiet Storm, for the follow, and thank you for the likes. So listen. So yesterday we wrapped about a couple of things about pretty much talking about in our culture how we're taught to take care of ourselves as women. You know, we don't need a man, we don't need this, we don't need that. We can do whatever we need to do because we are that creature, right? And, you know, being taught that, it wasn't taught to us in a way of, hey, let me sit down and teach you this. It was taught through action. So we seen our mothers and our aunts do it. We seen our mothers and our aunts raise our children by themselves, right? And they are, right, you know? But we wouldn't see a man in the household. And a lot of the times, a lot of that came from, now let's not get it twisted, a lot of it came from because government assistance. This is a whole nother topic, but I'm going to touch on it just a little bit and I'm going to leave it alone. But the government assistance, you can't have a man in the household if you want government assistance. So a lot of that came from that too, but a lot of it just came from, broken homes. Men, I don't know. You know, my dad is my best friend. Let's not get that twisted. You know, he passed away. That was my dude, and I'm still grieving that. But, you know, he just could not do right in the household. I mean, he just could not get right when it came to him and my mom's relationship. But that was their relationship. They were husband and wife. But as a father, he was a great father for me. You know what I mean? So my mom did a lot of the working and a lot of, you know, the working, the cooking, just providing everything. And then as women, you know, we pick that up and we go on about our business. So now at my age of 40, or in my 40s, I'll be 44 this year. That's something that I finally looked at as, wait a minute, you know, this is something that I need to heal from. This is something that, you know, I grown accustomed to. This has been my life, you know, raising my kids by myself. And as I say, I was a single mother, but I wasn't a single parent. Their father was very active in my kids' life. It's just that we weren't together. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I always try and correct that. I don't like to say, you know, I got to give him his props when his props is due. He wasn't great to me, but he was great to his kids, right? So thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for liking. I ask that y'all share and follow and come on in. And for the ones that have not tapped the screen to actually come in and you're just scrolling, come on in. Let's have a conversation. So those are things that we talked about. And for me, what I wanted to do is in this new year of 2025, I wanted to work on the word fear. So that was one of the things we talked about yesterday was fear. And a lot of us have fear, especially women. We have the fear of, you know, the protection. We need protection and we become so tough, right? We stand in our masculine energy because we don't have that provider, over us, right? So it's supposed to be God, then the husband, then the woman. Well, it's just God and then the woman, right? And then we forget about that. If a man is absent, then God's supposed to be our protection. We take on that role of being the protector. We take on that role of being the tough guy. We take on that role of, we're about to fight. We're about to make it happen. That's what we do, right? And so what that cause is us not being honest with ourselves. So why do we take on that role? Why do we put on the masculine energy? Well, we put on that masculine energy because we fear some things. We are very afraid. It's in our nature. We're women. We're feminine. We're not supposed to be out here fighting lions and bears and tigers and going out, snatching them up and bringing them on. The people that do that is the lioness. Now, the lioness go out and they get the kill. They do everything and bring it to the family. But we're not lioness, right? So with us, what we want to do is, what we end up doing is we become that male. We become getting that role as the man. And we start acting as if we're the man in the relationship. And we're not trying to, we just become accustomed to it because we've been doing it for so long. But how do you get to the point when you learn to release that, right? It's tough because here's the two sides. Because when you're dating a man, you will hear men say, and I've heard men say, well, don't try and compete with me. You're an alpha male, you're an alpha female, and I'm an alpha male, And my whole thing is, my rebuttal to that, I never rebuttal it, because arguing with a man to tell him that I'm not competing with him, I'm not doing it. That's very sassy to me. That's just me. But the thing is, with me, I respect the fact that he's an alpha male. That's just who he is. I respect that. But men have a hard time respecting an alpha female. And I don't like using the term alpha female. But they don't like saying that because of the fact it's like a competition. Let me be a man and you be a woman, because their outlook of what a woman should be. And that's why they can't accept this whole alpha female thing. And they turn it into a thing. And it's not a thing, right? And so then most women, we become combative with that man because we're standing our ground. But what are we standing our ground to? Well, here's one of the things. I'm standing my ground. When I stand my ground, is just that you can't come in and expect me to be submissive because I don't understand what I'm being submissive to. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't understand you tell me that I need to sit back and I need to chill and I need to be more like, more feminine and things like that. But feminine, why? How can I be more feminine if you're not allowing me a safe space? So those are the things, is the miscommunication and not having that communication. Because if you're going to be an alpha man and we're going to be in a relationship, it has to be some communication. It has to be the communication of understanding who you are and who I am. Not that I'm trying to play your role. I'm just trying to play my role. And this has been my role for so long. So when you enter a woman's life that's been single and raising kids for so long, men, and this is not a dig at you guys because, I respect all my men. But the thing is, when you enter into that life, you can't enter into that life like, oh, top dog, I'm here, I'm the lion, get these kids in order, this is what needs to happen, and then just start telling people. And then I hate when this happened, when, can I tell you something about you? Oh, here we go, fuck, go ahead, tell me. What is it that you want to tell me? I'm sure you got a lot to say, and versus coming in and saying, hey, I have a conversation that I want to have with you. Well, I noticed that this. And the reason why I'm even commenting on it is because I want to be the leading man in your life. Then I can receive it better. But when you come in like, hey, I noticed this, you don't know me long enough to understand why I stand in this purpose and why I stand in this power and why I am the way I am. But until you get to know me, because I can only tell you so much within that time period, right? So if we're having a conversation, I can only tell you so much. And that goes for women. It's hard to give your whole life story to someone that you just met. But what you need to do is have the patience and understanding that they don't understand. And what I'm saying by they don't understand, whenever a man just comes out and want to tell you about you and they just met you, that means they don't have a full understanding about nothing. Some of them are just stuck on themselves. They know it all. They top dog. They know it all. And it's up to you how you handle that. But conversations, communication is the key to anything to a successful relationship. Well, sometimes in those relationships, if that alpha man want to be the leading man in your life, now that causes a conversation. It's not just, as they say in a fairy tale, I just want a man that's just going to come in here and start providing and this, that, and the other. Well, he's going to come in. If he's a man, he's going to come in and he's going to start providing. He's going to do everything that he's supposed to. You're not going to have to ask him this, that, and the third. It's just that when he come in and start providing, you can't come in with your little rusty knuckles and everything, slapping everything down and stomping your foot and getting upset. Because he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. What men do. They come in and they protect. They provide. This is what they do. Now, if he's rubbing you the wrong way and taking over things that you're used to handling, see, that's the thing. Relinquishing your rights. Are you able to do that? Can you do that? And those are the things for women we have to look at. Are we ready to relinquish our rights? We can't. Once you relinquish them, you cannot control it after that. You can't. You cannot control it after that and say, okay, I'm going to let you do this, but you got to do it this way. No. And one thing with me is when I get ready to share my space, I know that no one's going to clean the way I clean. No one's going to do the things that I do. They're just not going to do it. And it's okay. However, I am willing to adjust that, but have a conversation letting them know that, listen, you don't have to put it back the way I put it back, but I like to have a clean space. Because now I'm letting them know that, hey, don't just come up in here throwing my crap any and everywhere. Because that's what you're used to doing. No. I need stuff clean, but here's why I like stuff clean. I like it clean because it's my peace. It helps with my peace, my mental. This is my my woosah. And the reason why that's my woosah, because I'm a homebody. So I'm in the home all the time. And when I'm in the home, I like to feel relaxed and peaceful. So in order to feel relaxed and peaceful, guess what? I like cleanliness and order. I'm not OCD, but I like order. But I also understand if I decide to get in a relationship or have a roommate or whatever it is, that I have to be lenient on some things. Okay? So men, same way with women. It's just that we understand you don't have to beat your chest. You don't have. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the roses. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pamela.